Yeah, I definitely want to see what Sync brings to the table here. Of course, a lot of people were questioning, like, hey, how are the Bale players going to do? How are the Cloud players going to do going into Smash Ultimate from 4?
All right, and we're going to have the Chrom here.
3, 2, 1, go!
Very nice. Puts him on the platform. Doesn't exactly get the extension off of that Nair, so he can't do too much off of it. A little bit unfortunate. Gonna get the down throw F tilt. Very nice on the side of Sync. Looking for the F throw tech chases. There's a lot that you could do with F throw, but I feel like Palutena is floaty enough that she's gonna be high enough off the ground that she doesn't have to tech. That being said, Jen does have him in the corner, catches the jump, puts out the flame for pressure. He's going to kill him as a result of it. I thought he was going to have to run another down tilt loop, but it doesn't seem so.
All right, so pretty solid first stock here from Jen.
Yeah.
Sync playing from behind, but Chrom, one of the characters I think is really well engineered for a comeback like this. He can overwhelm you with his speed, strength, safety, all at once. Just got to make sure you avoid those offstage situations.
It takes one check to die right now. Like,
right.
If you get checked in the corner incorrectly, that's one thing I like about Chrom a lot, is he's a great positioning check character. If you don't know where you're going or where you want to put yourself, you're just going to get raw swung on, and you really need to mind his threat bubble. I feel like is one of the things, because Roy's threat bubble feels so different just because of how his hitboxes work in tandem with everything. Like, even Marth has always had a super threatening one because Tipper is there at the end of his things. Whereas Roy just felt like, oh, if I get hit by the tip of the blade, nothing matters. Prob's got that nice consistency though.
Yeah, and of course the taller model for the extra reach, but right now we're just seeing Jen reaching into his bag of tricks, and every single one is landing. Got the warp cancel, burn out that invincibility time from the respawn. Oh, but finally going to meet his end at the end of Chrom's blade. Back air, taking the first stock off of Jen here, looking just so solid right now.
All right, I think some Nair ones would help Sync a lot here, because he's not really finding too many landing traps. He's catching Jen in places where he is trying to jump, and that's where he's finding his rising Nairs, but otherwise he hasn't really got him too much. Does have him in disadvantage here off of a really nice grab that started left side. Yeah,
the landing traps from Sync have been super clean. Goes for the up air, fakes him out, even when he could have gotten another up air, but just, you know, kept it going, picked up the air dodge landing. This could be Sync's comeback in the making. Yeah, there we go.
Just like I was saying, using that Nair 1, yeah, really finding those landings.
Yeah, if you are open for 5 frames, man, you could be dying at 5%.
Yeah, pretty nutty.
Now we could see the Chromicide come through, the Chromikaze, but you have to make sure you start it close enough to the bottom blast zone, because if you're way high up there due to the patch, Chrom is going to die first. Most situations will still end up with him winning, but you have to be careful.
Yeah, it's now a gamble, kind of like how Clouds has always felt. I know there's more specifics to it, but for the most part, like, it seems like you'd have to do a lot to get to the nitty-gritty of finding out why you're going to kill them with Chrom up B, as opposed to before when it was just they die every time because of the way the blast zones interact with the move.
Oh, and Jen gonna call the wait there by Sync. Probably didn't want to give him air dodge, because then he'd be forced into a position where he has to up B. Very easily counterable by Palutena. Of course, literally her counter.
Yeah, one of the scariest things about Palutena, honestly, I think like one of the sickest balancing checks in this game is the way her down tilt interacts with the ledge. Because grounded, that move is going to do nothing for you.
It's going to hit you away.
Like, you're just going to get flown away. All right, she has more stage, whatever. But on the ledge, oh no. Oh no. You're going to eat a lot of damage and so many mix-ups. If you didn't snap on your way up, you're dead. You lost the game, especially as a character like Chrom. That was the way you took the first stock last game. So you just ran a loop and then down tilt narrative.
Here it goes. We're on Battlefield. Sync so close to making that comeback happen, but just a little bit off the mark. Now we're going to see what Jen has for this opening string after Sync got one of his own. Just chipping away at that shield with neutral air, grinding him up. Oh, I love the dash dance, catch the landing aerial with dash attack. It seems to be the preferred way to deal with sword characters in this game, and really all Smash games, but just wait for them to to space out that move, be slightly out of the range, and then pop a burst option right back in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And Palu back air hitting low to start
Oh,
makes it so that she kind of
you're dead.
has to do that. Yeah, that's just unfortunate.
You're dead. Oh, no, you're not. Oh, yes, you are. Okay, just barely, though. Sync making that look pretty convincing for him. We'll see what he's going to close the stock out with. Neutral air to F smash, of course, will do the trick, but it's not that easy to get that landing neutral air, and when you do, it's shield grabbable unless it's extra well spaced.
Gonna get the solid nair there. Jen just finding these neutral interactions that he needs.
Oh, and he's trying to go over the back of Chrom. That's one of the best ways to edge guard him. Just don't let the sword interfere at all.
Yeah.
Go from behind him and then jump over his head and spike him down.
One thing you also got to realize is on the way up, Chrom does not have any hitboxes out as he's jumping. So he has the swing. The move is two parts. He has the swing, and then he gets up there, and then he starts spinning and coming down.
Right, a bit different from Ike, who has the hitbox all the way up.
Yeah, yeah, and the sword lingers there as he's on his way up.
Right. All right. We're going to see Sync yet again off the stage. How's he going to come back? Okay, second hit of Nair coming through. Jen, one of the best at parrying, I'd say, in all of Ultimate, but even he got thrown off by that. Of course, having a multi-hit aerial, bit extra tricky.
I feel like that's one of the trickiest things about parrying right now is which things you have to multi-parry versus which things get auto-parried.
Right. Something like Chrom's Nair, though, definitely got to do it twice. There's enough of a gap in between hits. Yeah. Now we see Sync with this intense ledge pressure. All right, jab to fair. Goes for the Trump, not going to pan out. A lot of players in this game, you know, after years of conditioning from Smash 4, they're buffering an option off the edge. And plus, Trump doesn't have that much reward this time.
Absolutely. Did you see the way he ducked that grab? That was crazy. Just got right back in there, too. Very nice dash dance pressure. It was almost like his character from the last game was a preview of the dash mechanics for this one.
Oh, yeah. I wonder who could have possibly called that.
Out here. Project Riz. Shout outs.
No idea what you're talking about, and here we go. Dead even game. Yeah, it's going to be Sync coming out on top this time. Essence of Cloud with that F tilt by the edge there.
Absolutely, getting the hard checks on ledge. But Jen going to even it up.
Landing up air to jab. That was clean, yeah.
That's incredible. Especially like these tall characters like Palutena, you really got to take advantage of their frame.
Yeah, if you can combo a placement hit into a placement hit like that, you know, like using the platforms of Battlefield to go landing up air to another landing up air, or up air to jab at low percents like that, super rewarding. Didn't look like Sync got too much off of it that time, but still, just shows that his game plan and his roots for his combos are very solid.
Yeah, that was incredible from Alan, using falling up air hit once, a true combo into rising Nair. Setup I haven't seen before.
See a bit of a panic up B there from Sync's Chrom. Just whiffing into blank space. Oh man,
nice
this is so
recovery.
close right now.
Really could have bounced off ledge. That's going to be a hard angle. This is going to be the game.
Counter?
Yeah.
Oh!
Wow. He should have just down tilted
barely.
him on his way up. Pretty surprising what happened there. Gets the air dodge to ledge. Going to find his footing again. Sync in a good position to take this.
I love how Sync knows when to take breaks in his strings, not press a button, and just trap the landing or the next action from Jen.
Yeah, his pacing is absolutely one of my favorite assets of this play.
Oh!
Nice. Finally gets that timing. That was incredible.
Perfectly executed there by Jen. Again, going behind Chrom before the up B starts, and then jumping and drifting back just to catch the apex of his recovery. Excellently done. That was a perfect tutorial on how to edgeguard Chrom.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so many, like,